Welcome to Rooted Block of the Month. This is our first video in our series that we're going to do to get you started and help you make Rooted, a book by Sue Spargo. So this month I want to show you what's in your kit. I'm going to show you all the threads, but first we're going to talk about the book. So if you notice, I have spiral bound my book. I do this to all of my books because I like to have them lay really flat when I'm working with them. You can take your book to a printer, ask them to do a coil binding for you. My only recommendation is make sure they know what they're doing so they don't mess your book up. I don't think that will happen, but just in case, you want to make sure that they understand that you want your book trimmed and put into a spiral binding for you. So let's have a quick look inside the book. We're just going to flip through really quick because I want to show you kind of what to expect. And we're going to be working on block 1. So I want to show you here. This is block 1. We're going to be working on the magnolia block. There are diagrams for you to follow. It will tell you what threads are going to be used each month. And when you flip this over, you're going to see what your templates are going to look like, and you're going to trace those onto the dull side of freezer paper. And you're also going to cut out your cotton overlay background. Now all of your blocks are going to be cut 5.5 by 6.5 inches. Let's take a look at your cotton overlay pieces. This is piece number A, B, and D for this month. You're going to have a buffalo check background piece of wool, and it's oversized, but you do, like I said, cut 5.5 by 6.5 inches. I know some of you like to leave it and then trim down later. I prefer to cut it the exact size that's in the book. So you're going to start with the buffalo check. You're going to have a piece of turquoise, some lavender, some bark, kumquat, avocado, spring green, and I believe this is cloud. I'm doing this by memory. Let's take a look at the threads that you're going to have in your kit this month. So initially I had said that I had gotten notice that these were on back order, but it looks like they came back in stock. So Sue Spargo sent them. So you're going to get 5 skeins of this House of Embroidery. They're pearl cotton number 8. So you'll have these in your kit. And you're going to get 13 different eleganza pearl cotton colors. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like. So that is what is coming in your kit this month. So let's take a look at what the block looks like when I've got it all stitched down. I've stitched the cotton overlay pieces down in place. You can see here that the raw edges are matching with the raw edges of the wool on this side. The cotton overlay here is turned on all 4 sides, and you're going to applique that in place. Let's take a closer look at these petals. So here I've stitched all of these petals in place, and I will tell you I took a little bit of extra time placing all of them to make sure I like the look of it. So you might want to do the same. I stitched from the outside in and just, move things around until I like the look of it. For those of you who are new to wool applique, I did want to offer a little tip. When you are reading the instructions and it talks about stitching around some applique, say this is the leaf, we're going to do a chain stitch. If you notice, I'm chain stitching in the background close to the wool applique, not on top of the wool applique. Sometimes people get confused with that, but unless the instructions specifically say to stitch on the wool applique, you're going to stitch around in the background close to the wool applique. So there we go. There is the block all stitched together, and I will be working on this in the next few days to finish it up. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment or send me a message.